what happens if you say you want 80% ROAS on day 7? What happens to your campaigns?
That risk is the business part.
So ROAS is really like that metric that, I guess all teams can align on because it's coming in earlier, right? You can see that a lot. So when you're setting up campaigns, because I know a lot of developers on ByteBrew probably have this question, and I want to remind everybody attending that, please throw questions our way. We're happy to field them as they arise. You're setting up ROAS targets that you feel, if you have a portfolio that's similar enough, will get you towards the LTV you need. How we know LTV takes a year. How far out can you set a ROAS target, right? Like what, how far, like when you're setting up a campaign, what's the furthest ROAS you can bid on or target?
So for me, the standard is day 7.
Day 7.
ROAS.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
That's kind of the going.
So what happens, Vlad, maybe I'll ask you this, but what happens if you, what happens if you underbid on ROAS, right? If you're like, I want, Raivis is saying, okay, roughly, 50% day 7 ROAS is going to get me to where I need to be in a year. What happens if you say you want 80% ROAS on day 7? What happens to your campaigns?
If we meet our target, like say Raivis, we take more users. We can buy for more expensive cost per user. But if it's not meeting the term, we may stop campaign or taking less users from this campaign. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any risk when setting ROAS targets of missing out on high LTV players? If your targets, I'm all focused on there we go. You know what I mean? Like it seems like if you have such an early metric that you're basing these long tail assumptions on, that if I were to say place a high bid on day 0 100% ROAS, maybe I pull in a smaller pool of users, right, and miss out on. So like, what can I do wrong, right? Like help people avoid, help people keep, let's help the audience stay within the guardrails. What are things I should not do when setting my ROAS targets? Because I will miss out or overshoot or undershoot my LTV goals. Does that question make sense? Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, but it also depends on your risk tolerance, right? If you are
Sure.
an indie developer, well, I'd say better start from a higher ROAS target, right?
Okay.
And then scale down, because then it's real money that you're spending, right?
Yeah.
If you are like monetization, like said, ad manager in in a bigger company that you don't know, you can be much more flexible because it's not your money, right? So and exactly as you said, yeah, like you can set like whatever target you want. That's the beauty of our business, right? And there will probably be that one person that will like the game and that will buy it back. But the amount of those people that will be there, that really depends on how this campaign can scale.